Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael. We're going to the Mediterranean today and we're going to be making this chicken and vegetable orzo, and we're going to get started on that. I've got all of my ingredients out here ready to go. Let's get started. So I've got my chicken out here and I've already cut that into little bite-sized pieces. That was about 2 chicken breasts, and that's 1.5 pounds or about 680 grams. And I've got my seasoning here, and I've got all in this container because we're going to go ahead and season the chicken. So I've got 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. I've got 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I've got 1 teaspoon of an Italian seasoning, and I've got 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to go ahead and give that a mix together. I've got a little whisk here. Let's just give that all a whisk. All right, now that I've got that whisked together, let's go ahead and put that onto the chicken now. And I'm going to go ahead and get all of that massaged into that chicken so that it gets nicely coated with those nice herbs and that seasoning we've got there. All right, now that I've got that done, I'm just going to put the cover back over here with some of this cellophane. I'm going to go get my hand cleaned up, get my little stove ready to go, and we're going to get started. I've got the chicken marinating over here. I'm going to go ahead and add some olive oil to the bottom of this pan here, and we're going to let this heat up. All right, I've got the olive oil heated up now. I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken in. I'll put it all on one layer. I'm not going to crowd the bottom of the pot here, so I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side, and we'll cook this one, and then I'll put it over to the side. You don't really have to cook it all the way through, just about 75 to 90% done, because it's going to continue to cook once the other ingredients get put into the pot. All right, I'm going to give this a stir around. It's been cooking for about a minute now, and it is releasing from the bottom of the pan, so that is good. So I'm just going to give it a toss around and get it back on that one level again and continue cooking this. All right, that is looking done now. I'm going to transfer that to this bowl, and we'll go ahead and we'll put our second batch in. Now, if you've got a wider pan than I do here, that you can cook it all in one turn there, that is going to be great. But if you've got a smaller pot across the bottom like I've got here, then just do a couple of batches. Don't crowd the bottom of the pot. All right, now that the first batch is out, let's go ahead and put the last of it in. Now I've got 1 medium onion here that I've diced up, and you can use any onion you like. These are the sweet Vidalia ones. If you've got the white ones, you can use those. That's about 225 grams of onion, and I'll put that into the oil, and we're going to cook that until that's softened. That should take about 3 or 4 minutes. Now my onions here are nice and soft. They've been cooking for about 3 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and start with my first vegetable I've got here, and I've got 1/2 of about a medium-sized eggplant cut up into bite-sized pieces, and that's about 285 grams or about 10 ounces. And I'm just going to add that in. Now to that, I'm going to let that cook for about 4 minutes, and that eggplant will soften up just a little bit. All right, my eggplant has been cooking about 4 minutes now, and it has cooked down. You can definitely see that it's cooked down quite a bit. So now we're going to add in our zucchini, and I've got 1 zucchini there that I've cut into bite-sized pieces, about the same size as I did the eggplant. And I've got 1 yellow squash, and I've cut that up at the same size as the other pieces. They're all in bite-sized pieces. We'll let this cook another 2 minutes. All right, that's been a couple of minutes now. I've got 4 cloves of garlic here that I've minced up, and I'll add that in. I've got 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, and these are in olive oil. And I have minced these up as well, and that's about 75 grams. And I'm just going to go ahead and waken those up for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now I've got 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, or that's about 33 grams. I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to let that sit in there for about 30 seconds to a minute also, just to wake up those tomatoes in that paste. All right, that's looking good and smelling incredible. I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes. That's a 14.5 ounce can, or about 411 grams. And I've got 2 cups of a low sodium chicken stock. I'm going to go ahead and add that in also. And we'll turn my heat up just a little bit, and I'm going to bring that up to a simmer. All right, that's come up to a light simmer now. I've got 1 cup of uncooked orzo. That's about 200 grams. We're going to add that in. I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low, give that orzo an opportunity to get mixed in with those other ingredients. I've got all my chicken cooked here from before, and we're going to add that back into the pot now. And just give everything a good coating and stir around, because we want to make sure that we get everything incorporated and get that chicken back down into that other ingredients that we've got there of our vegetables. I just turned that down on low. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I want that to cook that orzo for about 10 to 12 minutes. And you can try it to see when the orzo gets done. It's not going to take it too long. And once that's done, we'll come back and add our finishing ingredients. Now, it's been a couple of minutes since I put the lid on it. I'm going to go back in now and give everything a good stir around. You want to kind of come in on occasion and give it a stir. You don't want anything sticking to the bottom. And we want to make sure that we get everything coated again. And if there's any orzo on the top, we'll get it down into that liquid so it can cook. So just come back on occasion and give it a stir. All right, it's been 10 minutes now. I wanted to check on my seasoning for my dish at this point. So I've got me a clean spoon here. I'm going to come in and grab some of this orzo and see if it's got enough seasoning in it. At this point, if you want to add anything else to it, salt, pepper, whatever else you want to, give it a check now for seasoning and season to taste. All right, now I'm going to turn my heat off here. We're going to check my dish. The seasoning was perfect on it. I didn't need to add anything else to it. The orzo was done. So what I've got now is I've got a half a cup of Kalamata olives and Spanish olives, and I've given those a little bit of a chop, and that's about 75 grams. I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to take and fold those olives into the dish. Now I've got the juice of half of a lemon. I'm just going to go ahead and give that a little bit of a squeeze across the top. This lemon juice on this is really going to brighten this up. If you want a little bit more, you definitely can do that. This is a half of it's about medium-sized lemon. Now I've got some nice Parmesan cheese here. This is about 50 grams or half a cup. And I've shredded that up, and I'm going to put that across the top. Now I'm going to put the lid back on it. I'm going to let this rest here off of the heat for about 5 minutes, and that orzo will continue to absorb any of that liquid that's in there, and that'll give it an opportunity for that cheese to get melted on the top. We'll come back and we'll give it a taste test. All right, my cheese is melted now. I'm just going to give this a nice fold in now to get all of that mixed together. That looks incredible, and the smell is intoxicating. It is really smelling really good. Now I've got a little bit of parsley here that I have cut up, and we're going to put that on the top for a little bit of color and an extra burst of flavor from this herb. All right, now that we've got that all integrated together and I've got that parsley on the top, let's give this a nice taste. Let's give this a try and see what we've got. I'm going to get some of that orzo, and I see that zucchini in there and a little bit of that eggplant. Let's give it a try. There was actually a piece of chicken hiding in that, so that was really good too. Let's give it another bite because this is absolutely delicious. Don't hesitate to make this. This is absolutely delicious. I know you're going to love this recipe. Give it a try. And if you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other two videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give this a try. I know you'll love it. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.